Hi everybody, this is AJ with CarInspected, and today we are in the Toronto area. We're looking at this 2009 BMW 128i convertible. It's got 155,000 kilometers on it. It's black with black and red interior. Overall, pretty good looking car for its age and mileage. Body presents well. There's a few nicks and scratches here and there, but nothing too major, excuse me. This quarter panel does show that there has been some paint work, some accident touch-up work in it. It is a little thicker, shows a little Bondo work potentially. Bumper looks like it has been repainted as well. Taillights all look good though, no major issues. This antenna, as you can see, is a little broken. Doors look good, fenders look good, everything looks as it should. This driver's side rocker panel is broken towards the back. Looks like somebody probably tried to jack it up and missed the jack point. There's a little crack there. We do have a VIN verification while we're here. The sun is coming out, which is nice, but it's a little glary. Sorry about that. Front fascia looks good. I see no major issues. It's not cracked or broken or anything like that. The headlights look good. Everything seems to function that I've seen so far. Most of the chips are in the front here, along the hood area, here and there. Other than that, it seems pretty decent. It is a little dirty, so there might be some other little scratches here and there that I can't quite see, but for the most part, it's not too shabby. This rocker panel is not broken in any way, no issues there. Look at the brakes and tires. We'll start here in the passenger side. That's the right front. We do have matching Michelin Pilot Sports all the way around. This one was produced in 19, sorry. 2019, so it's a little newer than the rest. The other ones are 16 or 17, but it does have pretty close to even tread wear. I think this one had 7 to 8 30 seconds, almost 8. Nice and even, no signs of major issue. This rim has a little bit of curb rash around the edge there, as you can see. Brakes look good, front looks pretty new. Rotors pretty nice, and pads as well. It's probably 95% left in those pads, so they're pretty new. While we're here, we look underneath. I don't see any issues with suspension components. Everything looks to be as it is. No major damage or anything like that. There's a little piece of the plastic paneling hanging down here. It's not probably not installed correctly, but it is okay. And underneath, I don't see any real issues either. Here we are at the right rear wheel. A little bit of curb rash on this rim, just like the front one, but for the most part, no major damage. Doesn't look like it's bent or anything. This rim is a 2017 tire, and there's about 6 to 7 30 seconds of tread on this, nice and even, no major issues. Again, while we're under here, a little bit of surface rust, but no noticeable major issues. All looks pretty decent. No major issues here. Brakes, rotors, okay, a little pitted from sitting, but no major lip or anything on them. They look pretty decent. Rear pads are about 45% or so through. Left, sorry. Come around to the driver's side, and we find a matching Michelin again. No issues with this tire. It's a 2017. With pretty even tread wear. No real issues, about 6 to 7 30 seconds as well. A little bit of curb rash on this one, not too much though. A couple of scratch marks, more like. Brakes do match on the other side. Rotors and pads look same as the other side. No major issues. And underneath looks pretty decent as well. The rest, I don't see any major leaks or
Happy New Year's.
plastic damage or anything like that. Looks pretty decent.
Thursday, Friday.
You know what?
It's pretty good here. No major issues suspension-wise on this side either. You'll see better photos in the report. And the last wheel, this one is a 2016 tire. And it has have a little more wear on the outside, but not too much, and it's about 6/32. This rim has a little, not as much curb rash, little touch-ups here and there, but for the most part looks pretty good. Brakes also look good. A little muddy from sitting, a little dirty, sorry from like the rest mud, but nothing too bad. The pads also look very nice, no major issues. Eventually I'm going to put the roof up so you can see that, but right now I just wanted to note that it does go down and the operation was smooth and like it should. All the windshield is original BMW, if you can see in the glare. And I see no cracks or chips or anything like that in the windshield. Interior looks pretty nice. Back seats look good with no signs of real issue. A couple little stains here and there, the bottom there, but nothing too major. All pretty decent. Nice little storage compartment there. Side panels in the rear look good. No big marks or any issues, anything like that. Plastic paneling for the cowl all seems pretty nice. Carpet looks good back here too. A little dirty, but not ripped or torn or wet or anything like that. Back of the seat looks decent. Driver's front seat is pretty good. It does have the usual kind of little bit of wear on the bolsters, but nothing is really ripped or torn or anything like that. All looks pretty decent. Carpet is pretty good. It's got BMW style floor mats all seasons, and underneath the carpet looks pretty good. A little bit of salt stain here and there, but nothing too big. Here's the driver's door panel. And that looks pretty good. No major issues. A couple of foot marks, but other than that, it looks pretty good. And we'll go to the passenger side. This door panel looks pretty good. Again, no real marks or any issues like that. This door has been adjusted. You can tell by looking at these bolts. You see they have been scratched by a wrench. So this door has been adjusted for some reason, but I don't see any signs of major accident on this side. It may have been a minor adjustment. Carpet looks pretty good. Again, with no major issues over here. Glove box operates as it should, and it does have the owner's manual in it right here, as we see. So there's no real problems there. Dash top and trim all looks pretty good. Presents well, as do the passenger seats. A little bit of the normal wear on there, but for the most part looks pretty decent. Back of this seat looks good. No major issues. And this rear panel looks good as well. Seatbelts all work, seem to be fine. See no signs of problem. Again, that plastic all looks pretty good. We're gonna pop the trunk and see what's in there. Looks pretty good in here with no major issues. A little dirty, but nothing's broken or torn or missing. These are all good. Under this compartment is the battery, which looks to be in pretty nice condition. No corrosion or wetness or issues in here. Looks pretty decent. Again, all this stuff looks good, not busted or any major accident damage or anything like that. Also looks pretty good under here. Look under the hood. Here we go. It is a little, again, the sun is very bright, so hopefully it looks okay. A little dirty under here, a little dusty. There is some kind of animal was having a snack here. So there was some old lettuce and stuff there, pretty gross. But I haven't noticed any major things with any animals chewing or anything like that. There is a bit of an oil leak here that you can see. This is the oil filter housing, and this is where it's bolted to, the head. So there is a bit of a leak there. You'll see better photos in the report. Belts look decent, hoses look decent. No major issues that I've found. Coolant in here looks pretty good. Nice and clean, and it is good to -43. The oil in here tests okay. It was a little dry looking in there, but hasn't been driven in a while, so it seems okay. Typical BMW froth after just getting started up, but it looks pretty good. What else did we look at? The brake fluid under here, it was good. It was 0% humidity, so we have no issues there. We do have a VIN verification there as well. I also tested your battery. The lugs are here. It looks pretty good. It was sitting at just over 12 and it was charging at about 15. So we are looking good there. Seems to run pretty smooth as well. So I see no major problems. I did run OBD diagnostics, computer scan, etc. I did find one small code with the smart battery, which was showing miscommunication. We're not there, so that will be in the report, and you can see that as well. We're going to start it up. So as you see, it runs pretty smooth. Radio seems to work. Heat and AC seem to work. Still, everything. I'm gonna take it on a test drive, and you can hear that it is blowing. Well, then run for a little bit, make sure the AC does work. There's a little bit of kind of curdling here around the controls on the steering wheel. That's it, but but for the most part, everything looks pretty decent. No major issues. Console looks pretty good. Nothing's broken or overly worn, which is kind of unusual. For most BMWs are pretty worn there. Everything seems to be good and in working condition. Like I said, I'm going to let that run for a little bit. But everything all is here looks good, etc., etc. What we're going to do now is I'm going to put the top up so you can see the operation. Takes a minute, but here it comes. So there we have it. And the windows all do go up, as they should as well. I'm going to put them all up so you can see. They do all line up, and they are all original BMW pieces with no issues. Here's the top. Looks to be in pretty good condition. Again, no real issues, anything like that. I don't see any major scrapes or scratches in it. Looks pretty nice. Rear window is original. So, there you have it. These windows all line up correct. And then they cinch up as you close the door, as they should. So there you have it. It's a 2009 BMW 128i convertible. We're going to take it for a test drive and make sure everything works well. And after that, we'll send a report along. So, as usual, thanks for watching. This is AJ with Car Inspected. I'll see you next time.